I painted this inside of Emma LaFay's Patreon, and this was actually inspired by our mini workshop from Blobs to Blooms. So when I was thinking about the next floral class for my members, I decided to do one where we just went full in and just painted in monochrome. I thought that I was starting simple, focusing on value and simplicity, but then something surprising happened. Several students were telling me that my stage 1 class was much harder than my stage 3 class. And in my mind, I just wanted to reinforce the concepts that we had already learned inside of From Flat to Fabulous and put it into a class so that we could apply the skills on a couple of flowers just through looking at references. This means that I was designing a class with the assumption that everyone had already taken the workshop that members had access to. The problem is not everyone had. So what was missing was that it is not that simple to just be painting in one color. It's about timing, value layering, and water control. All the exact foundations that are needed, but even with the steps can feel hard to follow if they don't grasp the techniques. So then a year later, when I planned the second season, I decided to tune into what our stage 1 artists need, how they actually are manipulating paint at that stage versus someone who is in stage 3. In today's episode, I want to take you behind the scenes of one of my favorite classes, how we have shaped it based on what feedback that we have gotten from season 1 and made it in such a way that it feels a lot more doable so that our stage 1 artists are able to follow along, our stage 3 artists feel challenged, and our stage 4 artists get to express and play. When I was designing stage 1, I felt like this is the time where our artists are curious. They are learning how water and pigment moves, how each stroke can decide where the light is, and how each darker color also deepens our shadow. This is the stage where I encourage artists that how to make anything look like anything yet, because we are really feeling our way through the paper and learning how small changes in water can shift your color values. Now, while we are working through this, I encourage artists to focus on the silhouettes of our florals. We want to develop the shapes of our florals, and as we develop one shape at a time, this is also the time where we start to move into stage 2, the moment where curiosity starts becoming awareness. You're starting to notice value, you see light. So instead of painting lines, you're beginning to start seeing how petals form. Instead of just coloring shapes, you are creating form and volume where you are going with more than one value. All of this is very subtle, but it's the foundation where everything follows. So when your confidence starts to grow, often it is not from perfection, but it's from understanding how your brush, your water, and your color all interact together on the paper. Now that we have set the stage for our stage 1 and 2 artists, where their focus was really building up that first layer, understanding paint, pigment, water, we are going into stage 3 and 4. When we get to this stage, something is changing in the way we paint. We don't fight the water anymore. In fact, we are learning to read the paper. This is where color is seen differently, because it is not just about the color on its own or the value, but we also want to see how we can use color to emit the energy within the flower. Now in stage 3 and 4, we move beyond values. We start to explore saturation because this is going to be what allows the rest of your colors to pop. You are going to discover that even in monochrome, color also carries feeling. Through glazing, we are going to learn patience, and this is really how we build depth, one layer at a time. And this is also a workshop that our members get access to called From Blobs to Blooms and also From Flat to Fabulous, where they get to identify how to translate all of those micro skills that we have accumulated into applying on a flower by thinking about the way in which the shadows and lights fall. Now, with some of these skills, we also learn restraint, how to let the light breathe on a painting instead of covering it up. This is where the technical skills become intuitive, especially when we step into stage 4, because we are learning to trust what is happening on the paper, the timing, the instinct of where the paint should stay and where it should just go soft and drift away. You are going to realize that each petal is going to carry a story, whether you want softness or whether you want bold strokes to ground the center of your flowers, and the muted tones just holding space for the rest of the flower colors to flourish. This is really where monochrome stops becoming one color, but it becomes about learning to apply everything that we have learned to see. As we step into stage 4 and 5, the nice thing is that we have already built muscle memory in understanding how we are going to be mapping out the floral petals. This is the final stage where we move from technique into intuition. We've learned to see the value and we know where saturation is, and we are going to begin to compose them into your painting. Now, in stage 4, it taught us restraint and learning how to paint around the light instead of over it. When we come to stage 5, we talk about trust with that restraint. This is really a skill that will bring all of the pieces in your composition together, where we are thinking about how we want to plan our layout, something that we have covered inside the art of composition. Because when you think about your layout with more intention, you will understand who is going to lead your painting. You will know where you want to soften and how each layer carries a story from the stage before it. You're going to start to see how some darker notes balances lighter notes, and how space is also a powerful way to help the forms of your florals start to come to life. You are not chasing how to paint the flowers anymore. In fact, we are thinking about how to compose using the hierarchy of effects, all within the art of composition that our members are able to start intentionally think about, so that value, saturation, and space is what we are juggling to help the viewer to feel. In each bloom, we are not just placing flowers on the paper, we are pausing to see how each layer has brought us here. This is the quiet confidence that I want my artists in brush movement to develop, where they get to see how to complete and finish a painting after scaffolding their learning through the different stages, and eventually have the confidence to create something that is entirely their own. Now that you've got a behind the scenes of how it looks like to plan our floral classes and really set an intention where we focus a lot more on the nuances and the techniques that are behind each stage, and also consider how each stage is thinking at that very moment. This also goes to show that so many of these skills can be scaffolded across different stages. If you find that your paintings are lacking depth and structure, sometimes it might not necessarily be the lack of skill, talent, or being able to see, but it is the way in which you are able to structure the values inside of your paintings. That's why monochrome is something that I always return to, because I believe that if you can begin to paint your paintings in a way where you learn how to stack your layers and start to see the different shapes, you can paint anything. And if you have never taken From Flat to Fabulous workshop, I cannot recommend it enough, because this is a workshop where we intentionally slow everything down. Really get to know your paint and water ratio, understand how layers work, and develop light and shadow inside of your painting one layer at a time. Hopefully you've enjoyed this little sneak peek of how we plan and get inside my head on how we actually put together all of our floral classes, so that you begin to see how we can help artists to slowly feel small wins and successes at their stage, so that they are better able to tackle a blank page with confidence and freedom.